It's 2 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Rhys Wicks with 2NURFM Hunter News. Belmont residents are confident they will reach 10,000 signatures over the petition against the closure of Belmont and Toronto motor registries. The government has already decided to close both registries after opening a service at Warners Bay, although with the addition of 2,000 more signatures, residents are able to push the matters for parliamentary debate. Belmont and District Residents Action Group President Robbie Gordon says it's about making sure the area is given what it needs.
We're really mainly saying to them, we don't need any services cut, we don't need any services taken from us. We would please ask that you consider us for more services. Won't you come and have a look at our area to see where we live geographically in relation to Warners Bay. That's what we're all about tonight.
A public meeting will be held at 6 p.m. tonight at the Belmont 16-footers to discuss the petition. The Hunters fishing community concedes they will need to restore faith in consumers ahead of the upcoming season if the ban affecting parts of the region is lifted. A ban has been put in place in certain parts of the Hunter, including Fullerton Cove and Tilligery Creek, as a result of the Williamtown RAF-based toxic leak. Commercial Fishermen's Co-op General Manager Robert Gauter says a lot of work would need to be done to restore the faith.
It's probably one of those old cliches, you throw enough mud and it'll stick, I suppose. There's going to have to be some significant advertising and marketing to make sure that once it's all clear that the message gets across.
Hunter residents can be praised for a significant reduction in water usage across the region, with 10,000 less litres of water used compared to 4 years ago. In addition to the use of Hunter Water's water-wise rules, a further 1.5 billion litres of water has been saved by the Kooragang Recycled Water Scheme. Nick Kaiser from Hunter Water says the achievement is made even greater considering the construction of thousands of new homes in the past year.
In just the last 12 months, we've had 8,000 new homes built and connected to Hunter Water's system. And if it wasn't for the downward trend in water usage, these new homes and these new residents would really be putting additional stress on the water supply.
Work is now underway to ensure Hunter beaches remain the cleanest in the state, following outstanding results in the recent State of the Beaches scorecard. Every Hunter beach was deemed either good or very good by Beachwatch, which tests pollution levels including viruses and bacteria. Hunter Water is also expected to spend $500,000 on wastewater upgrades over the next 10 years to ensure pollution levels remain low on the region's beaches. A number of seasonal factors are having a significant influence on Hunter cattle prices, with expectations they are set to rise. Cattle prices have already risen earlier in the year due to a shortfall in supply, and it seems the dry weather may also see prices hit new highs. Scone stock and station agent Peter McCullum says he's confident the market will stabilise over time.
We're all very optimistic here. I think that it's going to take a fair while because of the big slaughter of cows over the last couple of years. It's going to take a fair while for the cow numbers to build up again, and it's just going to be interesting. It'd be interesting to see some of the MLA figures as to what the actual cow herd is in Australia, because there's a fair bit of conjecture about just how many cows have been killed and how long it will take to rebuild.
Hunter residents are being urged to nominate some of Newcastle's fishing spots for upgrades to improve accessibility for people with a disability. The funds will be invested into targeted fishing clinics as well as infrastructure upgrades such as casting platforms and access ramps. Parliamentary Secretary for the Hunter, Scott McDonald, says expressions of interest are open from today until November 13.
I would be trying to identify one of those areas that's probably a little bit more accessible by road or a bus that you can get into without too much more difficulty. A little bit of extra funding, as I say, we can get closer to those fishing water spots for, if you're in a wheelchair or some other equipment.
In finance, the All Ords is up 43 points at 52.27, and $1 Australian is buying 70.86 US cents.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club's Melbourne Cup Carnival.
Newcastle Jets coach Scott Miller is hopeful that Milos Trifanovic will be available for the season opener against Wellington, as he is still waiting for his visa to travel to New Zealand. Miller is hopeful the striker will travel, although he isn't discounting the performance from Libanot Haliti and Mitch Cooper. Meanwhile, newly named Jets captain Nigel Bogard says he's honoured to lead the team of his hometown and hopes for a successful season in the A-League.
But this year, for us to be successful, I need 11 leaders and those boys coming off the bench making an impact. So, it's an honour to lead my hometown.
Newcastle Knights hooker Adam Clydesdale will be heading to Canberra next season on a 2-year deal. He's been given an early release from his contract to sign with the Raiders. And in cricket, the Hunter Primary Girls cricket team has been announced after a long selection process, with a new side looking to compete at the New South Wales PWSA Championships in Dubbo. That's sport. I'm Christine Sheridan.
2NURFM news time is 2:05.